What's up, guys? California here today. Just want to do a little damage report on the FZ09. It's been about a week from the crash, so I figured I'd just show you guys what's going on and what's going on with insurance too. So for starters, insurance is not going to cover it, which isn't a shocker, really. It says specifically that they don't cover your bike basically once it goes on a track day, and so, you know, the other guy's insurance also isn't going to cover it because we both have Progressive. So what I'm going to see is, he seemed like a pretty, stand-up guy, so I'm going to call him and see maybe if he'll throw some cash my way just to help me get the bike going again. I'm not going to ask for, thousands of dollars, but anything would help, you know what I mean, since I got to put my own money into this, even though it wasn't my fault, which sucks, but that's just life, right? So we'll start from the front and we'll go to the back. So the front rim has a couple scrapes on it. There's one right there, and I think that might be it. There's also a little bit of scrapage on the front fork on the bottom. A little bit of scrapes on the headlight. I don't know if you can really see that. The front turn signal. Front brake lever. Man, I just put these on too. Just put these on, the shorty levers, and it's bent. And I'm hoping that it didn't bend the whole master cylinder and I can just put my stock one back on and keep riding. Obviously you can see some scrapes on like where the throttle cable for throttle cable thing. Into the handlebar, obviously. The tank, man, that thing got busted. I don't know how the hell that got so messed up like that. I mean, it didn't flip at all. It slid on one side. Who knows? Obviously scrapes on that. The frame slider, man, I'm sure glad that I have those, because I know some people say they don't have those because maybe it can cause your bike to flip over or something if it catches, but that saved my radiator for one, and it saved this whole frame piece right here. I'm gonna assume that all would have been scratched to crap. That probably would have been scratched even more, and probably all this stuff down here, my radiator would have most likely broke. Radiator hose, maybe even the reservoir too. So I'm glad it did its job. Hopefully I can get that sucker out though, because it's bent to shit. We'll see though. So obviously some scrapes on the coolant reservoir, scrapes on this engine cover, that one as well. The whole right side foot peg and brake pedal are all torn off. I'm gonna have to take this apart today so I can figure out all the little parts that I'm gonna need. I'm sure I'm gonna end up ordering like 2 or 3 times because I'll miss stuff, but that's whatever. The exhaust is dented a little bit. That's just the cover though, so it really doesn't do anything. The passenger foot peg, that's all scraped. And I was thinking about taking that stuff off before I went to the track, but I'm glad I didn't, because I knew that if I was gonna crash, that would protect the side a little bit, and it looked like it did. I also got to figure out about this brake line too, because it bent down here. I'm not really sure what position it was at before, so I'm kind of looking at my old pictures, and I might even go to the Yamaha dealer because I need to look to see what the hell that thing looks like originally, what position it's supposed to be in. Oh, I'll say too, the handlebars don't seem to be bent just from sitting on it. It's hard to tell though, so we'll see. Oh, and another thing, the master cylinder, I said, it might be bent, part of it at the housing, but it still does work. I was still able to brake with that lever even though it's bent to crap. Seat is torn up in those 2 spots right there. Obviously this little fairing cracked. And the brake light housing thing, it's bent down and it's pretty scraped up. My license plate bracket bent to hell. That must have hit me like right there. Let's see what else. I mean, this a little bit of scrapes on the nut, nothing too big. But one of my biggest things that I'm upset about is that it broke off my spool, and it actually like broke it off, and then like broke the metal too that it goes into. You know, the housing or whatever for it, for the bolt to go in. So that's gonna probably be a pain in the ass to get out. And then I got a rethread kit, so hopefully I can rethread it. We'll see though, because it's so nice to have your bike on stand. So I'll have to figure that out still. So that's pretty much it for my motorcycle. The whole left side of the bike is completely fine, not a scratch on it. So I don't want to say at least that's a good thing, but you know, the right side's pretty messed up. I'll move on to my gear. So the helmet, it's got a scrape on this side, and it's got a little scrape right there. I don't even know if, yeah, the camera can see that. So the helmet, not too bad. I know you're not supposed to wear them after a crash, but I'll probably still wear it on the street because I didn't really hit my head hard, so I'm not too worried about it. The suit, man, first time I wore this suit on the track too. I just bought it like a month ago. So you can see all the little scrapes right there. But it did its job, you know what I mean? I'm safe, and that's what really matters in the end. So, and just so you guys know, I slowed the footage down, and he hit me at about like 55. So this is, you know, a skid from 55, which is, you know, relatively slow. So I guess that's also a good thing. Could have been a lot worse. And anything from the front? Nothing too much from the front. Just a couple things here and there. And my boots also did their job very well. Pretty scraped up on this side, but I'd still wear these boots. They did me well. And then my glove, only one glove got messed up. The other one, can't really tell. There was already a hole in this from a previous crash I was on at the track a couple years ago. Oh shoot, is that a hole right there? Yeah, there's a little hole too at the end. So I'll probably get new gloves. I'm gonna get a new helmet too, but for now I'm gonna be wearing that one still. So anyways guys, this is just a quick update. Like I said, probably today I'm gonna be taking it apart and trying to order all the things that I think I need for it. So hopefully I'll be up and running on my bike again in like 2 weeks. I've had to be riding my wife's bike, Ninja 300. And I'll tell you what, it was always fun to ride her bike before, because I always knew I had this bike to ride whenever I wanted. And I would take that bike out occasionally just for fun. But now that I know I can't ride this, it's killing me that I have to ride that. Oh. All right guys, like I said, just a quick update. And I'll have another video soon, a little update video once I get all my parts in. All right guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.